We're going to be starting in a second here. Let me just get everything set up, hopefully. Testing, testing, yes. This mic seems to be working okay. Oh, God. All right. How we doing, everyone? Hopefully we're all doing good. Feels a little weird. I know I haven't streamed or made any kind of content on this channel in a little bit here. Let me just make sure the sound works okay for the audio.
Shall we talk a little bit about news?
Sound seems to be okay. Then we're gonna speed it up. What is? Yeah, it's 1.25. I usually think I go with. Usually go with that. My mic working okay? I think so. Yeah, I apologize. Life has been kind of crazy lately for me. Not in a bad way, just busy. Busy actually doing work. Busy actually just melting, apparently. I hate summer. It's not even fully summer yet, but it's just starting to warm up, starting to get hot, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I hate summer so much. Why I hate the hot weather and everything. Like, turn the ACs up full blast. But yeah, I've missed a lot. These videos are going to be sort of in order, sort of not. So I'm not actually sure where to start. So this one's an older video, but maybe I'll start with the newest crash out. I guess crash out's the newest term, the newest word we're going with here. It's what the kids are saying, the Zoomers. It's what the little Zoomer kids are saying, right? They're like, "Oh, it's a crash out." Or spurging out, or meltdown, or rant, or anything else, basically. You know, it's like, oh, it's a rant, it's a meltdown. But yeah, I'll start with the newest one, I guess, which was what, yesterday, I think. And then we're gonna go back after this one. I think we're gonna go back to some of the older videos from like about a month ago and work our way to the newer shit, hopefully. But we're gonna start with this one, I think. The newest one.
Let me tell you something, brother.
It should be. Yeah, it's a little faster. Hopefully, it's not too fast there.
So, in regards to that methodology, I changed it. Over the years, I evolved, particularly when I became a streamer.
You really didn't, but okay.
I said, well, if we're going to do these live streams and they're interactive, then it's okay if I take my time. Because if I take my time, we can enjoy the game and react to it together. We can have conversation about it live. It's more of a social aspect rather than me just sitting here playing the game offline for myself.
But you don't.
So let's do that.
I'm already pausing. That's not a good sign. But hold on, let me move my mic a little closer here. But he doesn't even talk to people unless they give him money in the first place. That's the only way he'll talk to anyone. So it's like, is it really interactive if they have to pay you in order to do it?
And we did. And my playthroughs became more lengthy, more drawn out, seeing more side content. I replayed old games that I had rushed through previously, this time doing more full and complex playthroughs that I really enjoy. And so everything changed for the better.
Like what? What game did you replay?
Dark
Souls?
Instant gratification. Everyone wants everything right away without having.
Oh, this is right into. We're just starting right away with the projection and cope here.
Wait a long time for it, and people want to talk about a game for literally 3 days and then move
You're
on to the next.
talking about yourself,
Clear Obscure
Phil.
was hot for a week, but if you didn't know all about it in the first week, no one cares about it week 2. But wait a minute, it's a 60-hour game. How could I ever get through the whole game in a week? Too bad.
People are still talking about Clear Obscure right now, Phil. Like, go on Twitter right now. People are still praising the game up and down. It's still a hot game even now, Phil. It's not, oh, they forgot about it and dropped it to the next new thing. People are still talking about it. It's still a hot game. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're on to the next already. That's how gaming is now. That's not how it used to be, but that's just how it is. So now, when a link...
I hope this audio is working. Let me double check something. Where's my phone? Let me make sure the audio is still working okay here, because I was getting keep getting an error message saying my stream audio bitrate is low. No, it sounds fine. Hey, how you doing? No, it sounds fine. All right, whatever. It seems like it's working okay. Fuck it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, this whole fucking video obviously is just going to be him coping about, how he can't get anyone to watch his shit, right? Or donate to his Claire Obscure streams. And of course, he never blames himself for any of this. It's him blaming the game. It's like, people lost interest in the game. They really didn't, Phil. Now, maybe some people don't want to be spoiled on the game. That could be a little bit of a thing, but you're usually so far behind in these games because you take fucking forever to stream anything or to play any game, I mean, that you're probably way behind everyone else anyway. It's you. The problem is you, Phil.
If the game comes out, and I'm thinking to myself, well, everyone's telling me to play it. Everyone says I don't skip it because it's going to be the biggest game ever. All right, I'll try it. And then I play it at my own pace. We're enjoying.
What about Metaphor, Phil? People were telling you don't skip Metaphor, and that was one of the bigger RPGs of last year. But you skipped that one, fine, because you didn't get enough money in support. And this is after one Claire Obscure stream that didn't do well, and he's freaking out already. Oh, we're back to the fucking RPG overload, summer of RPGs over here.
Oh, you're doing it wrong. What do you mean? Well, everyone else already beat it. I've only played it for a week. Yeah, it's already done. Everyone did 60 hours in it. They're done. What do you mean? So,
yeah, what do you mean? You're the guy who fucking does this shit for a living, and you can't do that? Why not, Phil? Oh, I know, because you don't actually like playing video games, so you postpone and procrastinate like fucking crazy all the goddamn time. You do a fucking 2 or 3 hour fucking quote unquote podcast every single day. You do all these different breaks. And then on top of that, you're juggling 5 to 6 fucking games. Which that isn't what a variety streamer means, Phil. You know that, right? That's not what a variety stream is. Just because you're playing different types of games doesn't mean it's a variety streamer. It's not all because of you.
To Claire Obscure, here's what's going on. As you play through the game, incrementally, the character who serves as your vehicle for the game, Esquia, you ride him and he's fast travel.
It's Esque, not Esquia. Esquia. I'm pretty sure it's Esky. It's either Esky or Esque. Not Esquia. Esquia. Fucking doesn't know anything. Well, I mean, I don't know much about French either, but I'm pretty sure it's Esque. They say his name in the game is Esque. It's like Iske or Esque or something like that. They don't say Esquia in the game.
Basically, because he goes over the overworld map, you don't have to fight when you're on his back. He at first can only go over the ground. Then after a while, he can break crystals to go to new areas. Then he can swim. Then he can start to swim through coral. Eventually, he's going to be able to dive and jump and fly and do all this other stuff. Each time that you get to a milestone in the story, he gains a new ability, and then all this new content opens up in the game. So each and every time that this has happened, I explore the map and I do content. There's an optional dungeon over here, an optional super boss over here. Now, normally in the game, you wouldn't be able to do all the content because it's tough. For example, there's super dungeons that have opened up that I walked into them level 30 and the enemies are level 70. Whoa. Well, you shouldn't be able to beat that, but I can. Why can you beat it? Well, let's see. Because
he
FYI,
likes to waste people's fucking time. That's why. Yes, technically, because I'm playing the game too, but I'm trying to play the game, but I'm way far behind because I don't do it for a living. First off, I don't play games for a living. Unfortunately, I don't have a massive amount of free time to just set aside to play games like crazy all the time. So, right? So I don't have a ton of free time to be playing games. But technically, yes, you can go there and you can, as long as you're good at parrying or dodging, you can avoid the attacks. The problem is, when the enemies are so over-levered like crazy like that, it's going to take fucking forever to kill the enemies or to kill the boss. Because, yeah, you can dodge and avoid getting hit, but the hits and the strikes that you do against the enemies is so small and minute of a damage that you're dealing to these enemies. It'll literally take maybe an hour to beat one boss because you just can't do enough damage fast enough that it's going to take fucking forever. And so, of course, he's grinding because in any RPG he's ever played, he always fucking grinds. If you remember, like, what was it, the first time he played Dark Souls, I think he grinded off stream or off video or whatever, like in between videos when he first played Dark Souls. He like came back and he's like, okay guys, look, and it's like his character rose like 30 or 40 levels in like a day because he just spent all night fucking grinding like a retard. So to the fact that he was super over leveled. He does this all the goddamn time, where instead of actually enjoying the game and enjoying any sort of challenge that might arise by playing the game normally, he will fucking instead grind like crazy to where it doesn't even pose any sort of challenge at all anymore. But now, as we all know, with DSP, he won't do anything unless it's on stream. Anything even remotely considered work, quote unquote, he has to do on stream because he thinks it's not worth it if he does something off stream. So he's subjecting his viewers to this boring, grindy gameplay that's just killing the vibe and the fun entertainment of the game. You don't get any story parts. You don't get any like interesting parts of the game. You're just sitting there watching him stare blankly at a fucking TV screen while fucking grinding and dodging back and forth a ton of times, barely doing any fucking damage, spending maybe an hour, half an hour to an hour just to defeat one enemy or one boss because it's way over leveled and you shouldn't be fucking there in the first place. But as we all know with DSP, he, instead of like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here because the game doesn't fucking want you there. The game has this big sign that says fucking danger. Don't go here yet. You're gonna fucking die. But instead, he's like, oh, I want to go here. And I want to fucking grind like crazy so I don't ever have to face any challenge whatsoever. So instead, he's wasting everyone's fucking time by grinding and like slamming his head against a brick wall, right? So he's slamming his head against the brick wall like crazy, just be like, come on, I gotta get there. And eventually it succeeds and he grinds and levels up and defeats the enemies he's not technically supposed to fucking fight yet. Getting all this like power-ups and stuff, and okay, fine, you grinded. And I get it. It's a JRPG. Well, it's not technically a JRPG. It's an RPG though. Not technically a JRPG, but it's an RPG. Like, you can grind. It gives you the option to grind if you want to. But there's really no point to needing to. The game isn't really hard. It's not a fucking Dark Souls game. It's not a Dark Souls game. It's not a difficult game. you'll have plenty of decent challenge just playing the game through story mode, but it's not like a difficult game to play, so you don't really need to grind. What's the point in grinding if like you're so overpowered? Boss battles are done in like 2 seconds. Normal boss battles are done in 2 seconds. Like that takes away from any fun you're gonna have during the actual game. Because the game wants you to expects you to be at a certain level so that it could provide an adequate challenge for you. But since you're so over leveled, it's not nowhere near a challenge anymore, and you just wasted all the time for what? It's not like it's not like it's gonna help him beat the game faster because everyone else already beat this game except for me because I don't have time. But anyone else who like has the time to play it has already beaten this fucking game already. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's the fucking point of grinding? It's not going to help you. But he's too stupid to realize that, hey, you're a streamer. Your first fucking thought should be to be entertaining your audience. And probably your audience isn't going to be super entertained with just watching you fucking grind away, not doing any story content or side quest at all. It's just him grinding. And that's not fun to watch, Phil. But he's a fucking idiot and doesn't get that.
I've played turn-based RPGs my whole life, so I'm good at them. And I played fighting.
That doesn't matter. Good at them. Oh my, like they're okay. Like, come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that turn-based RPGs are difficult. Okay, they're really not. It's like it's a turn-based. You hit attack, you hit skill, you hit defend, or you can flee. It's not like a high-octane action game where you need like the best fucking reflexes. Like you could argue, yeah, like you're good at Dark Souls because you've been playing it for so long and you're good at like the reaction time and doing all this stuff and making the builds and stuff like that, which DSP has claimed he's mastered Elden Ring, but that's not the case because he's terrible at that too. But like you can't like I love RPGs. I'm a huge RPG fan, right? But it's like I'll be the first to admit it doesn't take a whole lot of skill to play RPGs. It really fucking doesn't. Like the only thing I'll give him, which is he's gonna say in a second, so I'll wait. But like,
so why does that factor in? Because in fighting games, you need incredibly good hand-eye coordination. You need to be able to do timed button presses and joystick taps in order to counter what your opponent is coming at you with. So how does that factor into Clair Obscur? Well, the combat system has a parry system. If you're playing this game and you run into something that's really tough, as long as you can read its attacks and parry by pressing a button when it hits you, you can literally absorb all its damage and then turn it back against it with a counterattack. Essentially, if you're good at parrying, you're invincible in Clair Obscur. No kidding. It's just true. You will actually beat pretty much everything in the game if you're good at parrying. So
I mean, he might have a point here. He's not good at fighting games. I will be saying that. He's obviously not the best at fighting games. And his hand-eye coordination is terrible, right? But, I mean, if you were had really good hand-eye coordination, then yeah, you could avoid the attacks. That doesn't make... How do I phrase this? But just because you're good at avoiding the attacks by parrying all the time, that still doesn't make it go any faster when you're fighting these high-level enemies, because just because you're parrying and doing counterattacks, that doesn't mean it's still gonna take you fucking forever to do damage, though. Because you're still grossly under-leveled when you're fighting these high-level enemies, so it's still gonna take you forever to actually deal damage. Sure, you can avoid all the damage that's going to be done to you, or meant to be done to you, but it's still gonna take you forever to actually do the damage back. You know what I mean? So it's like there's still no point fucking doing it. And arguably, obviously, he's not the greatest at fighting games anyway. So what difference does it fucking make?
Go into a level 70 dungeon at level 30, and I start winning. And people are like, that doesn't make any sense. Literally no other person who played this game walked into this dungeon at your level and was able to complete it.
That's not true. I can almost guarantee you other people have probably done that, Phil. you're grossly over exaggerating. Not to mention the fact, who fucking said that? Did anyone actually say that to you, Phil? I don't think so. And I guarantee you other people have fucking done that anyway, so who cares?
Well, I can, because I'm different. Do you remember?
No, you're really not, Phil. You really fucking aren't built differently. It's just like how when he claims to be victim, he claims victimhood all the fucking time. He's like, I'm a victim. No, you're really fucking not, though, Phil.
Remember when I played Elden Ring, and we finally walked into the open world map for the first time, and right there in front of you.
So in this case, built different or I'm different is just him being retarded. Gotcha.
Is that knight on the horse with a big ass weapon, and everyone said, "Law, we'll take him on," and got completely trounced by him and said, "Fuck this, we'll go back later."
Yeah, they were smart enough to be like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be here. Let me go somewhere else. Because that usually happens in open world games, right? The game is supposedly open world, but they have this big thing here saying, hey, you're going to get your ass kicked if you go that way. You probably shouldn't fucking go that way yet until you're a high enough level to go that way. Because that's kind of how they fence the player to go in the right way to continue the story and continue the game. But Phil's too fucking retarded and too fucking stubborn to be like, oh yeah, maybe I'm not supposed to fucking go this way, and instead he's gonna bash his head against the brick wall again in order to like, no, I'm going this way, and keep smashing his head. And eventually he will succeed just out of spite and stubbornness. And be like, look, I'm built different. I'm a better gamer than all these other guys because I'm too retarded to take the clue and take the fucking hint that maybe I shouldn't fucking go this way in the first place. That you are different, just not in the way you're saying. You're different in the fact that you're retarded. Phil, that's not a good thing. That's just you being retarded.
I said, no. I'm going to beat that guy right now. And it took me like an hour and a half, but I did it on that very first stream of Elden Ring.
And you didn't get much. You didn't get much of anything for it. Yeah, remember when you wage quit Kirby though? Yeah, exactly. And you didn't get anything for it. What good did that do? Nothing.
I beat that knight, and that was an incredible challenge. But that was an awesome way to open up that challenging playthrough to show that I had the skill level to overcome. That's
not skill. That's just stubborn determination, Phil. There's a difference between, if it was skill, you would have been able to beat it in a couple tries. That isn't the case, Phil. That's not skill.
Exactly how I'm playing Clair Obscur.
You're just smashing your head against the wall until eventually you win. That doesn't actually count as skill because you did it. Any moron stubborn enough can eventually do it. But most people see it as a waste of fucking time and a huge hint from the game developers that maybe they shouldn't go that way. That's not skill, Phil. That's just retardation. That's just stupidness. That's just stubbornness.
Okay. In Clair Obscur, when this side content is opening up, and most people say, fuck it, it's too hard, I'll come back later. I was like, nope, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to see if I can do it. And I've been able to do it all. I think there's only literally one super boss.
And also he's acting like in Clair Obscur, you can't ever go back later on when you're more a higher level and then do it. Because these are like later on dungeons, like near the end game that you can go and play. But he's acting like if you don't go and complete these dungeons right fucking now, you will never be able to go back and play them ever again. And that's not the case, Phil. Like, you can go back when you're a higher level, naturally a higher level from being near the end game or whatever, and go back and then do these optional dungeons later on. And they add more to the story at the time, right? So it's like, it's not like you're gonna never fucking play these dungeons again. You can go back and finish playing them after the fact.
And one other area that it was just so instant death and the health pools were too big. There was no way I was going to be able to beat them. So I said, all right, I'll come back to those later. But for the most part, I've done everything
You should have done that with everything
Okay.
else then, dumbass. There's no point. What did you gain except wasting your audience's time? A couple extra levels? Big whoop. Like, and so that just ruins the future playthrough for you by having you so over-leveled that it's not even going to be fun anymore. You get what I'm saying? There's no point in grinding in this game.
People are telling me I did it wrong. Well, now because you did that, you're over-leveled. Well, wait a minute.
Yes.
If I skipped all the side content and I only did the main story, then you would have complained that I missed all the side content of the game and I rushed through it. Hence,
No, because you can then go back near the end of the game and do that side content, you retard. You don't have to do it right then and there, Phil.
I don't really know, I don't have a good idea of the game, and the playthrough sucked because I just rushed and I didn't take my time. Like you guys told me back in the day, and everyone said that those playthroughs sucked.
You mean like Tears of the Kingdom that you totally skipped half the fucking game in? But no, Phil, you don't actually have to do it right then and there. You can go back later on in the game and do that extra fucking content.
Right? So I changed myself in the last 15 years.
You
to be a
didn't
different kind of
change.
creator per your feedback. Now
You didn't actually change, though. You're still the stubborn douchebag that you always have been. This isn't changing. You've done this with other games. This isn't a new thing.
all of a sudden, that's wrong. I should have just turboed through this game, apparently.
No one is
Okay,
saying
so
that.
I'm not
Why
sure-
you take... Whenever someone, presents, a critique or criticism to him, he uses his, his fucking dumbass dent logic to, what's the right word? To take it to its, lowest common denominator, super exaggerate the hell out of it. The world isn't black and white, Phil. Just because someone's saying that doesn't mean... You know what I mean? It's oh, well, I can either do this or I can do that, and that's it. So if I don't go and do this side content now, that means I can never do it, and that means I'm skipping half the game. No, that's not the case, Phil. You're just a retard. And you're trying to fucking shrug off the criticism that's levied against you by fucking presenting it in a false narrative, Phil.
Hear exactly what I'm supposed to do, because every time it seems I play something, I'm somehow doing it wrong.
Yes, you are, because you're an idiot. You're a retard, Phil. That's why.
Even when I'm listening to direct feedback, I'm somehow doing it wrong. I don't get it, okay?
Because you're not really listening to the feedback, Phil. You're really not.
Now, in the case of Clair Obscure, if you believe that doing the side content actually ruins the game,
That's not what they're saying. This is so irritating. Oh my fucking god. They're not saying doing the side content is ruining the game. They're saying doing the side content that is meant for later on in the fucking game. Not now, but later on in the game. That's when you're supposed to fucking do it. Not doing it when you're under-leveled. You fucking retard.
you have the right to that opinion, but you should take that opinion and you should direct it towards the parties who are culpable for that, the game devs. If the
Oh, well, yeah, it's the game devs for allowing me the option to do it now. No, you're just the moron who made the retarded choice, even though the game devs gave you plenty of hints that, hey, you probably shouldn't be doing this currently and wait till later on to fucking do it.
the side content of the game is actually not meant to be played.
It's the game devs' fault that I'm cheesing the game, guys. How many Dark Souls games has he fucking cheesed? He watched, oh, I'm gonna do the whole jump stab thing that, steal the build that, what was it, Asmongold did or whatever? I'm gonna steal the build of this. I'm gonna use, fucking Potshot Dick Lightning or whatever from afar. I'm gonna steal the game, and if you bitch and complain that I'm cheesing the fucking game, well, that's the game developer's fault that they're allowing me to do that. I'm no, that's your fault for taking advantage of that in the first place. And they're not even really upset that you're cheesing the game. They're upset because you're making the game playthrough boring by doing so. And then they are voting or giving you criticism with their money by not paying you, not rewarding you for your freaking arrogance. Why should they give you money that you fucking feel so entitled to when you're not playing the game properly and you're making it boring for your audience, Phil? But you're gonna sit here and bitch and complain that it's the audience's fault that they're not giving you money when it's your fault. They're telling you they don't like what they're seeing, but he can't take the fucking hint.
Then go complain to them and say, why is it in there? Right? If by doing the side content I become so overleveled that nothing in the game will be fun anymore, then why are you complaining to me?
Because you're the one doing it, retard. Why are you doing it? You just admitted that doing that being that overleveled is not making the game fun anymore, but you're still fucking doing it because you're a retard. Why are you doing it?
Does it make any sense? Does it?
Yes,
I'm just playing
it does.
the game that was presented to me. I'm playing the parts that open up in the story as I approach them.
This is just gaslighting. He's just being a stubborn asshole for the sake of being a stubborn asshole. He knows that he's doing it in a way that people aren't liking. And instead of being like, yeah, maybe you're right, maybe I'll change it or do something to make the playthrough more entertaining, he's like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. Fuck what you guys like. I want to do this, so I'm going to do it this way. And if you have a problem with that, blame the game devs. I'm like, no, they should blame you because you're retarded enough to do it that way and not give the audience what they fucking want.
Oh, that super dungeon was actually right there in line with the story. It wasn't even like, oh, I went out of my way to go find it.
It's not in line with the story. And when you go there and you see the enemies are crazy overpowered and you see the huge red letters saying danger, you think a normal person that's not brain dead would think, maybe I'm meant to come back at another time and do this later on. But he is so stupid and has no object permanence to think that, hey, maybe I'm meant to come back at a later fucking time. It's either I gotta do this now or I can never do this ever again. And then he fucking makes the game playthrough boring as fuck.
Literally right there. Now, it showed danger red, but it was right in front of me. Let me give it a shot. Oh, look, I just beat it. And now I'm overleveled. Well, how is that my fault?
It's not just you beating it. You spent the next 2 hours struggling to beat it, dragging the playthrough to a fucking halt, making the gameplay boring as fuck and not interesting for anyone to watch it. That's the problem, Phil. They're not entertained by you fucking grinding like crazy. Either grind off screen, like on your free time, or don't fucking do it at all.
Because I'm too good at the game? Literally what you're saying.
You're not that good at it.
Because
Phil.
I'm so good at the game, the
Oh
playthrough
my
sucks.
god, nope. False narrative.
That's exactly
there.
what you're saying. I'm so good at Clear Obscure, my playthrough's bad because nothing's beating me.
That's not
That's
the
really
case.
What you're saying.
No,
if you
it's
played
not.
the game and you were finding all this in trouble and adversity and you were raging and basically you were, sucking at the game, then we could make more.
No, Phil. No one thinks Clear Obscure is fucking Dark Souls. You're just making a false, a straw man argument here, Phil.
Memes, right? Then we could do clips and we could put them on X and on TikTok and on Reddit and we could have millions of views making fun of how bad you are at the game. But you're not doing that, so your playthrough sucks. Fuck you. Yes, every one of you out there. Fuck you. Anyone who says this kind of dumb shit, go fuck.
Yes, because the world is black and white, and that's obviously what everyone is saying. You figured us out, didn't you, Phil? You 100% saw through that your own fans are complaining about how boring it is. You fucking scrub. Yeah, and he's also playing on normal difficulty. He's not playing on hard difficulty. Like, if he really wanted to fucking challenge himself, wouldn't he have played on hard difficulty? He did that for Doom. Why isn't he doing that here? He's treating this game like it's fucking Dark Souls when it really isn't. No one cares if you're struggling against the fucking thing. People are complaining that you're making your playthrough boring as fuck. That's why they're complaining, Phil. And they're your own fans complaining. Detractors don't really give a shit. Because they already view your content as boring as fuck no matter what anyway. It's your fans that are complaining that it's boring.
Fuck yourself. You're a fucking waste of my time and you're a waste of life if that's all you think.
And remember, he's saying all this to his fans who are criticizing him. I don't think it was detractors that were fucking bitching to him about it, but he somehow made it about detractors and not that his fans were saying this to him.
Because DarksydePhil's good at something, his playthrough sucks. No, you're a...
He really is like so... What's the right word? Oh, was that thunder? He's really so like paranoid that like, oh man, everyone's secretly a fucking detractor. Everyone's secretly a fucking like spy detractor that's like trying to change me, trying to like get me and everything like that. I'm like, no, they're your legit fans that are criticizing you, Phil.
A loser. If all you care about is toxicity and failure, and all you...
So you're talking about yourself now? Because that's what you care about, Phil. You don't seem to care about your fans that actually like you. All you seem to focus on is detractors and toxicity all the fucking time, Phil.
All you want to do is bring someone down because they're good at something. You're the fucking...
That's not what they're doing, Phil.
Problem. Not me. My playthrough doesn't suck. My playthrough...
This is so fucking dented. Your playthrough sucks because you're boring. Because what you chose to do in the game as aka grinding like fucking crazy, bringing the playthrough to a fucking halt so you can grind like crazy for an extra day or whatever, is boring. And they're not giving you the money because it's boring.
It's one of the best playthroughs of Clair Obscur because I'm showing you that...
It's not... Are you fucking serious? It's not the best playthrough. What the fuck are you even talking about, Phil? Come on! You're not the first one to ever beat these areas, Phil, first off. And second off, it's nowhere near the best because you're not entertaining. This all comes back to him being a boring person who can't hold an audience, Phil.
That anyone who has skill can actually beat any portion of this game at any time. All you need to do is time the parries. Tell me...
Yeah, but it makes it boring. I'm not arguing that anyone can do it. Fine. Yeah, that's fine. Anyone can technically do it, but it makes the playthrough boring, and that's what they're complaining about.
Another fucking content creator who's made a playthrough like that of that game.
I guarantee you I could go and look and find other content creators doing the same fucking thing. And guess what? They've already beaten the game, but he's dragging the fucking thing on like crazy. You're not the best, you're not the best not even fucking close to even being a good content creator. Seriously fucking insane.
Name one singular one. I'd love to hear it. So because I'm doing something differently, better...
You're not... Oh my fucking god, it's not better, it's not different. It's just... Well, it is different. But not in a good different, in a retarded ass different. No, like... I'm sure other people have fucking done it. He's not the only one fucking probably who did it. Because people do like to challenge themselves, so I guarantee you there's probably people who have done it. But I've been trying to avoid spoilers, so I don't really watch people playing video games anyway, usually. But even then, I've been also trying to avoid spoilers, so I haven't watched anyone play it. So, but I guarantee you there's people that have done it.
Better than everyone else, and you can't make fun of me for it. You're mad.
Oh no, no. Detractors will always find something to make fun of you for, Phil. That's not it. In fact, you doing this yourself is fucking enough for us to make fun of. Like, we don't really need to fucking make fun of you for that. Because no one really sits and thinks, oh, a turn-based RPG is going to be super difficult, right? Like, it's not fucking Dark Souls, and I'm not sure why he's sitting here trying to pretend that it's a fucking Dark Souls of turn-based RPGs when it fucking isn't. But he loves to pretend that everything's a fucking Dark Souls game, so...
Oh, too fucking bad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Because that's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be. You're a toxic individual on the internet who only cares...
Go kill yourself because you don't like the way I'm playing a game. Yes, that's a normal, adult, mature response from someone who doesn't like toxicity, remember? He doesn't like toxicity, and he's not a toxic person. He's a positive guy. Remember, well, remember before I met Kat, I was so angry before I met Kat. And now I'm not angry anymore. You guys noticed that, right? What a fucking retard.
Cares when
Holy
someone's in
shit.
suffering and misery? That's fucked up.
That's what you're
Seriously,
doing.
what is
That's what you're doing all the fucking time, dumbass. Oh, but this is positive fucking content, though, right?
wrong with you? If that's your mentality.
What is wrong with you, Phil? What the
Now,
hell's wrong with you?
Let's continue positively, okay? What I want...
Sorry, let's continue positively, dude. After I told you guys you should all fucking die if you don't like my playthrough, let's continue positively after that, okay?
What to do moving forward is actually figure out, do I play lengthy games? Because I don't see a way to do it and keep attention.
Yes, you shouldn't play any lengthy games. You should only be playing indie games, Phil. Play games that are 3 or 4 hours long, and I'm sure you'll be very successful doing that from now on. Go ahead.
On me. To be honest, I feel like the modern gaming industry, you literally only get...
The modern gaming industry. How dare people want value for their hard-earned dollar nowadays? How, like, if I'm going to spend now $80 to $90 for a video game, it better be at least fucking 60 hours long. That's all I'm saying. Like, I want the game to be super long because I'm paying a lot of fucking money for that game. I want a lot of content so the game lasts a long fucking time for me. But he's over here shitting and complaining because the game is so long. Well, it's so, like, again, if you were actually an entertaining and positive person who was funny or entertaining, you could hold their attention throughout the entire game, regardless of how long or short that game is. The problem is, you only get day one views when you start a new game, and it quickly dwindles after the second or third playthrough. Because you're boring, Phil. There's a reason why your podcast has way more viewers than your gameplay. Because people are watching your podcast hoping you say something retarded, like you just fucking did. And during your actual gameplay, it's boring as sin, and no one wants to fucking bother watching that shit.
Sadly, a week to talk about a game. After that, it's absolutely true that everyone's on to the next topic, on to the next trend, on to the next thing. This is why I've told you guys for years, I'm apprehensive about actually playing lengthy games. Okay? I don't know what else to do. Because I don't know how to...
I don't know what else to do. Because he's tried everything else. I hope you can hear me good. I'm like leaning a little bit away from my mic, but hopefully it sounds fine. Because he's tried everything else. He's tried politics. He's tried reaction channels. He's tried resurrecting smart guys. He's tried interviewing other people and being like an interview person. He's tried everything he can think of to get away from playing video games, and none of that worked. None of that shit worked. He is that bad. Well, he's bad at everything, including video games. Don't get me wrong. But, like, his fans are only willing, the few fans of actual fans he still has left, are only willing to watch him play video games, and he hates that. He wants to retire from video games. And you see it all the time. When he's like, oh, my wrist hurts, I'm starting to get carpal tunnel. When I put my hands like this, I can feel the pressure on my wrists. Because I think I saw him did that once. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's very fucking clear that he wants to be done with video games. But he can't be, because he can't find anything else that people are willing to support long term. He tries all this new shit, and it's like successful. It's successful for a couple days or a little bit, and then it dies off really quick. Because no one cares about him. He's not entertaining enough, no matter what he does. He's not entertaining enough to be an online fucking personality guy like Mr. Beast or PewDiePie or Markiplier or anyone like that. Because those types of people can fucking entertain an audience no matter what shitty ass game they are playing, for no matter how long the game is. They can keep an audience entertained playing that. But he can't do that. So I don't know if he's just gonna like play shitty, like short 10-hour games and that's it, or what, but
to make those playthroughs viable. I don't know how to make them work.
And if he was smart, which he isn't, he should see that there's been a constant downward trend of support throughout the years, and that it's only getting worse and worse as time goes on. But he's probably not that smart.
Even if I had rushed through Clair Obscur and only done the story.
And again, we're back to the black and white shit, Phil. I don't know why he is too dented and retarded to think that, oh, if I can't play this side content right now, while I am currently in this video game, I can never play it. You can backtrack, Phil. You can go back in the map, Phil. Like, I was in the game and I realized, oh, there's like 3 different, like, the painter's workshop. And there's 3 different areas you have to go to in the painter's workshop and do like this little platforming area in order to get like an item that you feed into this monster. And then once you get the third fragment, then you can fight the monster apparently. And I realized that, oh, I missed the first part of it. I didn't realize it because it said danger, so I'm like, I'm not going to try. I'll just go back to that later on. But then I realized, oh, it says danger, but there's no enemies in that area. It's just a platforming challenge. I'm like, all right, fine. So I backtracked. I went back like 1 continent over, and I was able to go and get it fine. And then I went back to where I was and continued. You can backtrack in this game, Phil. You don't have to wait to the last. You can wait till later on when you're stronger and then go back and do these later on. You don't have to do it right then and there, Phil.
People would have said the playthrough sucked because you didn't do the content. So now I beat the content that's challenging and I master the game, and people say your playthrough sucks.
You didn't master the game. Yeah, your playthrough sucks because you're boring.
Here? And the problem isn't me. The problem is you. Because you're so fucking toxic. People out there who are never satisfied at all, no matter what I do.
Oh, now he's talking about himself again.
I can't please those people. Do you understand? It doesn't matter how I play a game. They're always going to whine and bitch.
But these are your fans, Phil. These aren't detractors.
So instead of focusing on this giant crowd of losers on the internet who all they want to do is be toxic.
Wow, he really is just shitting on his own fans right now, isn't he?
I need to hone in on the factors that make people who actually like my content come by and engage and support.
The cucks? Because that's the only people that actually like your content are the cucks that like view you as a father figure for some fucking reason, or want you to take advantage of them like OIC.
With it. So the question is, what happened with Clair Obscur where we were getting that attention, we were getting that support, and all of a sudden, yesterday it fell off? What happened with Blueprint?
And he's acting like, oh my god, because he's been getting steady support for both these games, and then one fucking day he doesn't get enough support to hit the go, and he's freaking out like this. I'm like, you didn't hit the go 1 time. Calm the fuck down. You're not entitled to the money just because you turned on a fucking stream, Phil. Like, it's insane to think that, like, as a content creator, you are obligated and going to make the same amount every fucking day. That's crazy. That's not what content creation is about, Phil. You're at the mercy of your fans. You don't, like, it's not a regular steady 9-to-5 job where it's not a reliable job where you can get the same amount of income on a daily basis like normal. That's not what that's like. You're not guaranteed this fucking money, Phil.
That we were having people come by and say, listen, please make this a day stream because we love this game and we want the playthrough to continue and we'll support it. But then we're not getting that support anymore. What happened, right? What's the change? Is it because it's too long? In the case of Blueprints, it really, really baffles me because we're actually now unraveling the game-long mysteries that...
And no one cares because that game is boring. Like, I can't even watch that game. It's so fun. I'm sure the game is entertaining if you yourself is playing it, but that's not one of those type of games where like it's fun to watch someone else play. You know what I mean? Like, it's so boring to watch someone else fucking play it, especially when that someone is DSP. I'm sure the game is really fun, especially if you like puzzle games, if you want to play it yourself. But like, no one wants to watch DSP fucking play a puzzle game. Okay, they really fucking don't. Like, even the dent heads, most of them I don't think really kind of care about that game, except for like a very small handful, like Jade or someone. Like, come on, Phil. It's such a boring fucking game to watch someone play. Why would anyone want to watch that?
Have been big questions the entire time. And now we're getting those answers, and we're getting near the end of the game. We've opened 3 out of the 8 final doors. We're starting to piece together the clues we can do to solve the puzzles behind those doors.
Don't care.
And
Sounds
that's literally the end of the game.
boring.
So what's next, right? Like why are we losing audience? Why are we losing support for Blueprints? I'm actually stumped. And this is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, your playthroughs suck, you're boring.
Oh, I don't want to hear criticism. He's asking his audience why they don't want... I'm sorry. I just realized this is why I can't stream anymore. I've been streaming for almost an hour, and I've only got 12 minutes into this fucking video. 12 minutes into one fucking video. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be pausing every 5 fucking seconds. What was I talking about? Like, he's asking his audience why they are not supporting and why they don't like this playthrough, and then 5 seconds later, and I don't want to hear any actual criticism on the playthrough. Well, you're asking them why they're not supporting it, and then saying, oh, I'm not going to listen to your answers as to why you're not supporting it if you're going to criticize it. I'm like, well, they're going to criticize it if they're not supporting it because they probably don't like it, and that's why they're not supporting it. Like, how does this make any sense, Phil? They clearly, if they're not supporting it, they probably clearly don't like the playthrough, but you're not willing to hear them out on why they don't like the playthrough. So why bother asking in the first place if you're not even going to take their legit criticism seriously in the first place? Just don't ask and keep going in that case.
It's not. That's the toxic peanut gallery being toxic. Those are the people who will
That's your fans. Those are your fans, Phil.
Done anything good. These are the people that will crap on me no matter what. The same people.
These are all your fans that you're talking about right now. This is all your fans.
People who said, oh, look at this.
And then he wonders why he's bleeding fans and viewers all the time.
Making fun of Phil playing Doom when literally that's what everyone did in that room in Doom because it was...
How do you know? How do you know that, Phil? I don't think everyone did that.
Full of explosive barrels, but you use me as the scapegoat and you take it out of context to get a meme for yourself. And
one person did that, by the way, but he thinks his audience is doing that?
Get millions of views of clickbait because you're a fucking lying loser. Okay? I don't care about that.
Oh, that part really fucking pissed him off, too. He was so butthurt about that.
What I care about is my core audience of people who will come by and actually engage and support me for these playthroughs. So the question is, what's changed? So I'd like feedback. I'd like genuine feedback. What do I do with Claire Obscure, and what do I do with Blueprints? I've invested over 30 hours into each game. I love the games.
So?
I feel that
just because they're your core audience and your fans doesn't mean they have to fucking give you money for every goddamn playthrough that he does. Just, like, they don't owe you anything. Phil?
Playthroughs are great. So what is going on that I need to change? Do I need to change the schedule? What do I do? I honestly don't have the answers, but it's frustrating because when I finally invest this much time into games, because you guys asked me to, by the way.
This much time, aka 30 hours? Maybe?
play. I didn't even know about blueprints, had no idea it existed. You guys convinced me to play it. I love it. Now I'm at fault for playing it. Every time I play it, the toxic bitches, oh, why are you playing this? Go away. Come back when there's something that gets your really bad ADD attention span and stop bothering us. Because we're enjoying blueprints.
I don't want any
Okay? I don't need to
Zoomers
hear
in my
the toxic
fucking
shit. We don't.
viewer
Okay?
audience.
I'm just tired of it. Tired of hearing this buzzing that really doesn't matter because those people never support my content anyway. So why do I have to?
They do actually. You do not know. You do not know like who does and who doesn't support your content, unless it's literally just one person pretending to be all of them. Like, oh, I see. Are you admitting that, Phil? Are you admitting that you know that it's literally just one or two people that are supporting you and everyone else just tolerates you? I mean, that's the truth of it, but is he finally admitting it there?
Have to hear it. It doesn't mean anything, right? It's just a bunch of fucking noise to annoy all of us. Heart says maybe people went on vacation for Memorial Day. Those kind of things, as much as you might want to try to use those as justifications, they've always been red herring excuses. There is no, oh, there's a holiday. Oh,
I love how like you need an excuse as to why you're not giving this fucking e-beggar money. By the way, that's great. I love that. Like, you need a like, oh my god, like that's just an excuse. Why are you really not giving me the money I deserve just because I turned on a stream and played a game boring without actually really talking to anyone and without being entertaining? Like, they don't owe you anything. This is so much entitlement and projection. Holy shit.
people are broke right now. It's bullshit. If that were the case, the entire industry.
Well, maybe they would rather spend their money on much more entertaining and better content creators than a piece of shit like you, Phil. You ever think of that?
Would fall apart. Do you understand? No one would be able to stream. No one would make any money. That's just, it's nonsense. There's no, oh, well, because don't you know that people were waiting for their tax?
Maybe because you're the most boringest streamer there, so like you're on the lower end of the streaming spectrum, and they would rather give their money to more entertaining streamers that actually do hard work, unlike you.
Breaks to come in and then they're going to support you. It's not bullshit. People have money to support what they like, and they will.
Yeah, yes, we're not going through a huge economic recession right now. It's not like prices are constantly rising and the housing market is like insane and no one can afford a fucking home and grocery prices are on the rise and every price of everything is going up. No, it's not that. Let's just ignore that right now. Everyone has tons of spare extra income to just give away to losers who don't want to fucking actually work for a living, right?
There's got to be a correlation. That's not, oh, just the holiday or something. That's nonsense. Because then you're telling me, oh, every single streamer can't make any money this week because it was Memorial Day. That sounds like bullshit to me. So a $2
No, just the shitty ones
a
can't.
lot of these guys are conditioned watching This Is How You Don't Play. And so if you show a smidgen of competency in a game, they say your gameplay sucks. You can see it in the chat when you play fighting games and you're going on a winning streak. Suddenly LARPers are asking you.
Not really. Like, This Is How You Don't Play has really died out. When was the last time you saw a new This Is How You Don't Play being made? It happened, sure, but it's nowhere near as popular as it used to fucking be. You know what I mean? Like the interest in making This Is How You Don't Plays and This Is How You Don't Plays has really died out a lot over the past 5 years or so because his gameplay is just so boring. And I think he's doing that on purpose. He's purposely making his game playthroughs so fucking boring to try to deter This Is How You Don't Plays. He's doing it on purpose to try to prevent people from making This Is How You Don't Plays. And it's mostly worked because like no one gives a shit anymore and no one really cares because his content is so boring you can't really make anything super entertaining on it. That's just how shitty his content is to begin with. His content is so shitty to begin with. It's really hard to make it into anything sort of watchable now. So it's like that's not the case because like no one's really making This Is How You Don't Play that much anymore.
You to go back to Street Fighter 6 when you're playing this new collection. You're right. Why do they want Street Fighter 6? Because I don't like it, because I find it boring, and because I don't spend enough time on it to beat up the scrubs. When I'm playing this new collection and I'm actually doing well.
Well, they wouldn't be scrubs if they're kicking your ass all the time. Then would they be, Phil?
Oh, that's horrible. That's boring. No, it's not boring. I'm doing well, and you're just a loser. Okay? You don't
You're not doing all that great. You're still losing.
like the fact that I'm good at games. Okay? Face it. I'm actually good at some games. Okay? Not all of them. Most of them I do suck at. Old school fighting games.
Yeah, I agree. Most of them you do suck at, including old school fighting games. You weren't even all that good at those to begin with, Phil.
I'm really good at.
Compared to actual people in the FGC, you were shit.
Some modern games, Clear Obscure, I'm actually really good at it. The parry.
It's not that, like, you don't need skill to, like, I'm a huge RPG fan, but you don't really need skill to play a turn-based RPG. If it's an action RPG or like an action game with RPG elements, okay, fair enough. Maybe if you're more used to playing action-y games, that would be more considered skill. But like turn-based RPGs, like you go back to older RPGs like Suikoden or Lunar, like that's not really a skill. That's just like, yeah, there's a little bit of strategy to it here and there. Like, oh, do I defend at this point, or do I attack, or do I use a special or not? But it's like, it's not really a skill, I wouldn't say. It's fun to play those games, and I love playing those games, but I wouldn't really boast about it. It's not like, oh, anyone can play fucking Final Fantasy VII and be decent at it. Like, even Phil isn't that bad at the, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd have to be really J levels in order to not be able to play a fucking turn-based game. That's all I'm saying.
I've done exceptionally well. I beat a level 70 dungeon when I went in at like level 30. Okay? I'm actually good at the game. Too bad that you can't accept that. Doom the Dark Ages, I actually did not suck at. Now, I'm not saying I was good at it, because I wasn't. But I actually did not suck at that game. It doesn't matter how many mouth-drooling idiots watch a meme on the internet thinking that.
And again, we're back to this, because he's so fucking pissed off about that.
Because they're mouth-drooling idiots, I'm actually not bad at Doom the Dark Ages. It doesn't matter what your meme is and what your narrative is that you push. You're still fucking wrong. It doesn't matter how many idiotic, cackling morons are around you. You're still wrong. And the smart people look at you from the outside and say, wow, the masses really are getting dumber by the fucking day. I'm not actually bad.
The outsiders? Who are the outsiders, Phil? The outsiders, like Ponyboy, like what a shitty ass fucking book from like that I had to read during high school, or whatever. It's like, oh, the outsiders and nothing gold can stay, or whatever. Like, the outsiders are looking at the masses of people down below, and they'll look up at me and beg me to save them, and I'll whisper, no. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Phil?
Bad in every game. There's nothing that you can do about it. Kiss my ass.
No thanks.
Thanks for the $2 tip, whoever that was, because it was anonymous.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I honestly don't remember much about that book, to be fair. That's all I remember about that book.
So really what we need to figure out, because this is me being pretty transparent here, is what to do, man. I don't know.
What do I do, dude?
What to do about these lengthy playthroughs? What do I do about Clear Obscure right now?
Stop playing
what do I do
it.
about Blueprints right now?
Stop playing it.
A Blueprint stream right now we're doing no matter what.
Stop playing it.
And we've got a Clear Obscure stream I'm doing tomorrow no matter what. Outside of that, I literally don't know what else to do moving forward. I want to complete.
Well, that's your fault, because this is your business, quote unquote. So maybe, since you're not really caring what your own audience thinks anyway, you should do whatever the fuck you want to do then, Phil. Maybe you should do that. Since you're insulting your own fucking audience here.
Continue to play and finish these games. But I also can't be like.
And I guarantee you, if he had chosen to continue to play Oblivion instead, he would be making a lot more fucking money than he would playing these two shitty ass. Well, not shitty. Like, well, Blueprints is kind of a shitty game in my opinion, but that's just me. But no, like, he makes the game look shitty, is what I'm saying.
Oh, time to play Clear Obscure. So time to make $5 an hour today.
Aww.
Because people are
well, that's on you, because you're not entertaining enough, Phil.
Are burnt out on it. You know, if you guys literally said to me right now, play Clear Obscure just...
He's begging his quote-unquote fans, he's begging his audience to tell him to stop playing the game. He does not want to continue playing this game, and he's kind of like low-key begging them to tell him to stop playing the game. So he'll have an excuse as to why he stopped playing the game. he is too much of a chicken shit to decide for himself if he wants to continue playing a game or not. So he wants one of his people to be like, hey, Phil, and one person will probably be like, hey, Phil, you should probably stop playing it. And he'll turn that into his entire audience is telling him to stop playing it when that's not the case, obviously.
Finish the story, I would do it. Because I don't want the playthrough to die, but at the same time, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get significantly less enjoyment out of doing that. I feel like I want to do the content in the game, and I'm missing out on a representation of what that game is meant to be if I don't do this content that is opened up in front of me.
No one is saying don't do that content. They're saying don't do it right now. You can come back to it later.
But people are saying they're bored. Just beat the story. I don't know. I mean, that would make me sad, but I would do what you guys want.
Like, he gives a shit about the story in any game he plays. You look at him watching the story in any of these games, and he's just dead-ass staring into the camera with a blank emotion on his face, not even paying fucking attention to it. Like, I just saw a clip of him not that long ago where it's like, oh, the story of Doom Dark Ages is going straight over my head. I don't even know what the fuck's going on in this story. So, like, why are you even pretending to care about the fucking story of these games, Phil?
All right? Because I am. To be honest, I'm beholden to the viewer. I have to do what you guys want. I can't just sit here like a fool and do what I want all day.
A fool. Actually, you could. Because if you actually played games you enjoyed doing, and you were entertaining enough to keep an audience while playing games you wanted to play, like, support would come naturally. But he's not entertaining enough to do that.
Every day, I'll go out of business. I have to listen to feedback from the viewers and do what they ask for, okay?
But you're not doing that because you're just writing off what your viewers are telling you to do. He just spent this entire fucking video so far shitting on what his viewers were telling him to do. His viewers were saying, don't do these side content stuff right now. Do it later on in the game. And he spins that into saying, oh, well, I guess I just can't ever do those side content, and I should just beat the main story instead. That's not what they said. And you're shitting on them, and they're your viewing audience telling you maybe you shouldn't fucking grind on screen. It's pretty fucking boring. But he's shitting on them for telling him what to do when he's asking them what to do. How does this make any sense?
Princess Luna, as much as I would like to do that, it's not possible. Princess Luna says, do you consider finishing games off stream, uploading them as separate videos, and then finishing other games on stream? I would have to clone myself. I'm here.
One of you is enough. One of you is more than fucking enough for this world, Phil. We do not need more than one dumbass hyper retard than just you. Like,
in this office around 10:30 a.m. every day till about 4:30 p.m. Then I get about an hour to an hour and a half break, which is me eating and doing air.
So this whole segment is going to be, I misappropriate the time that I have, and I don't do anything. I don't do anything with, like, a sense of poison or rationality. No. Like, he doesn't, what's the right word for that? He doesn't do anything. What the fuck's the word for that? Like, shit, I can't think of the word for it now. Like, I had it at the top of my tongue, and he doesn't do anything in a smart way. Like, he doesn't, like, consolidate his stuff so it's, like, not precise. What the hell is that word? I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Efficient. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot it. He doesn't do anything in an efficient way. He claims he spends 4 or 5 hours in his office every single day off stream doing this or that, but he doesn't have to. He's just not doing anything in an efficient and meaningful, quote unquote, meaningful fucking way because he's too fucking retarded to know how to do that. So instead, he, like, takes a 2-hour job. No, not even. a 2-hour job. A 1 hour, not even. Like, what does he have to do in the office? He's going to say in a second, I have to do this and that and that. But it's like a normal person could do all that shit in like half an hour, but it takes him like 4 fucking hours to do everything because he can't multitask and he's too fucking stupid.
Errands and spending some time with my wife. I'm back in this office by 6:30, and I don't get to leave until after 10:30. Then I spend an hour with my wife, and I go to bed. That's my day. I don't have endless extra hours to do offline gameplay content.
He would if he was more efficient, not so retarded. But
and do offline series plus streaming online series. I can't. I would have to have a team of people working for me to pull that.
Yes, because every other mainline streamer has a team of people working for him. Well, yeah, the big ones do, but like even normal people can like multitask and actually produce more content than this moron does.
And I don't. I'm a one-man show. I always have been. That's some of the appeal of what I do is because I'm not sold out. I'm not corporate. I don't treat this like I put on a...
You couldn't if you wanted to anyway, Phil. You could not get a single sponsor if you wanted to. Even fucking Raid Shadow Legends probably wouldn't take you in anymore.
Fucking suit and tie to pump out this highly polished content. It's just a dude.
You should, because this is your business. And you claim multiple times it's your business. At the same time, also saying it's not a business, so we don't know if it is or isn't, but it's technically officially a business, so...
Enjoying games, right? So, I don't think that your suggestion is off-kilter or crazy or ill-spirited at all. Don't take it like that. I'm just saying that's just not viable. Either I'm a full-time interactive streamer or I'm an offline YouTuber. I can't be both. I can't clone myself to have... Oh, I play Clear Obscure offline and upload many hours of footage of that a day, plus I'm doing 6 to 8 hours.
Or you could just not grind endlessly on stream, because you grinded off stream for Dark Souls that one time, and then came back the next day with like 20 levels higher. You could do that.
Hours of streaming a day, I can't do it. You know, I'll be honest, I am exhausted with the level that I work. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to take extra time off to spend with my wife. We want to take an extra day off in the next few weeks, and we don't even know when we can do it. Can't do it this week because of Night Rain. Can't do it next week because you've got both the launch of the Switch 2 and you've got Summer Game Fest. Don't even know if we can do it the week after. I don't know. It's like frustrating right now, you know? So I don't think that's the solution. But my content is streamed content. Get it? King Ferb says maybe the days of completing all games are a thing of the past. Well, that's true. And the thing is, if you notice, this year I did try out a few games that I didn't continue with. And people...
He hasn't completed a game officially in ages. When was the last time this motherfucker actually completed a full game playthrough? It's been forever since he completed that. When was the last time he actually, instead of wage quitting a game, like, mate... I don't think he's completed a single game fully this year, has he?
People had issue with that. Oh,
what's wrong? Doom, I guess, technically counts. Never mind.
Wrong with you? Now you don't finish any games anymore. What is up with that? That you play a game, but we like it, we invested in it, and now you're not gonna like look what happened with the crazy weirdo indie game. What the hell's the name of it?
Crazy weirdo. I
can't even remember the name of it, right? But we played it for like a month and a half. Hold on. The hell is the name of the game? A complete brain. Oh, Disco Elysium, right? There's a game that I started playing it. I was intrigued. It's one of the weirdest games, right, that I've ever played. But after a while, all the interest waned, and I was like, it ain't gonna work anymore, right? So just don't play it anymore. Oh, how dare you?
Because he was boring.
Another wage quit. What's hilarious is that there are tons of game streamers out there who literally will play a game once or twice to see if it catches on. If it catches on and people like it and support it, they'll keep playing it. If it doesn't get, any kind of attention or support within 1 or 2 streams, they dump it, and that's their methodology, and no one cares. Everyone's like, that's fine.
I will agree with him there. That's fine. You don't have to beat the game. That's fine. But those people are usually more entertaining than he is, though.
Fine. That makes sense. But
so most of the time, because most of the time, people tune out or stop watching, not because of the game, but because of him. Not so much because it's the game's fault.
Me? Oh, wage quit. What a horrible thing. What are you talking about? Any business that tries something new has a new offering to the customers. If the customers don't actually catch on and buy it or want it, they stop offering it, right? If you have a sandwich shop and you sell Philly cheesesteak.
Oh my God, with a fucking sandwich shop analogy again.
Do you just keep buying the chicken even though you're not selling it? Or do you say, all right, I'll just go back to focusing on the Philly cheesesteaks? That
No, they will usually keep the damn sandwich also, along with the Philly cheesesteaks. Hell, they like maybe they'll make the sandwich be a limited time only sandwich thing, but they don't instantly pull it down if one person bought it. What?
That's business, but people are dumb and they
You
want to
don't
turn
know
it into
anything
toxic
about
stuff.
business.
I
What
do
are you
believe
talking
that
about?
moving forward, I can't just commit to fully finishing every single game I play. On the flip side of that, okay,
Oh my
there are
god,
games
my
like, for
head
example, here we go,
hurts.
Clear Obscure Blueprints. They did well at first. Absolutely, they did. I love them, and now we've invested so much time in them.
I
I don't want to
love
give them up.
them.
But again, I can't continue to say, hey, well, now I have 2-3 games in the rotation that are 30 hours long, and now no one's showing up and supporting them. So what do I do?
You gotta beg more. That's clearly the answer. Here.
Inachiro says, personally, I don't mind lengthy playthroughs, but my opinion matters little because I am newer here. Definitely try and play something you might enjoy, though. Don't be afraid to drop stuff. Okay, thank you.
Well, he doesn't
Here,
have
it's
the
actual
passion
opposite.
anymore.
Here says that's
He's
the issue.
never had
Instead of seeing
passion
yourself
for
as a
games.
streamer, sounds like you see yourself as a business person, and it makes it seem like you don't have passion anymore. No, the problem is I have so much passion that I haven't sold out, so I don't have to worry about this shit anymore. Okay?
No, see, he tries to gaslight and paint this whole narrative like, look at me, I haven't sold out. But you didn't have the option to sell out, Phil. There's a difference there. There's a difference between choosing to sell out or not being able to sell out. No one, like, maybe at the very beginning of his, like, in his heyday, he could have sold out more, quote unquote, sold out more, maybe. But, like, he was never entertaining enough to, or popular enough, especially now, to ever fully sell out. You know what I mean? And he treats it like some kind of badge of honor. It's like, look, I'm so good and I love these games so much that I just never sold out. You weren't given the opportunity to sell out. You had no choice but to keep doing the same shit you've always been doing because you had no other options available to you at the time or now. But he acts like it's some big choice that he made when he didn't have a choice to begin with.
Why are there content creators much bigger than me that don't have to worry about this? Because they have 4,000 sponsors, because they
Oh
shill
my
crap,
god.
products, games that are garbage, but they tell you to buy them. There's ads all over their shit. Click here for the referral code. Click here to buy this.
What do you... So I would much rather watch like a 5-second or a minute ad in the beginning of one video as opposed to a 3-hour long podcast that's essentially just an ad to give Phil money. Like, you spend more time advertising for yourself than these bigger content creators do when they have an ad or two for this or that, Phil. You do realize that, right? Like, your entire channel is an advertisement to give you money because you're constantly begging all the time. I would much rather take an ad over you begging, Phil.
This piece of fucking trash, right? Or they've completely become nonsensical, very toxic content creators that are only there for drama and sensationalist purposes. So they get the drama views and bait, so they don't have to worry about, actually getting views and support for a playthrough because they're so busy, ragging on people and hurting things all around them, burning everything scorched earth. Doesn't matter. They're just so super popular and make tons of money anyway.
What?
I'm not like any of that.
Scorched
Literally,
earth? What?
I don't do drama and I don't chill. I don't do the two things that actually takes the soul away.
Oh my god, do I even have to say anything anymore? He does both of those. He is nothing but fucking drama. That's why I've been talking about this one fucking video, for an hour and a half almost. Because it's all drama, Phil. How can you be this retarded? How does your brain not fucking spontaneously combust from the cognitive dissonance that's going on with the words that you're saying right now? You are such a fucking hypocrite. It's insane.
From a content creator. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why you see me actually bothered by this. Okay? Another creator will be like, oh, fuck it. Just drop the game. Don't give a shit about it. Right? We'll just go on to whatever's
sure, Phil. Yes, every other content creator hates games and is only doing it for a job, except for you. Yes, you got it on the head right there. Yeah, sure, Phil.
On to the next sponsored stream. On to the next paid thing. On to the next.
Also, I'm pretty sure that's how business works in the first place. like from the guy who supposedly has a business degree, you would think you would know that. Like what didn't he say to like someone else? You got to play that. Like when he was still with Kino Casino, he was telling someone or something. He's like, because that's how you got to play the game or whatever, or something like that. I'm like, so why aren't you playing the game then, Phil?
Oh man, my playthrough didn't do well yesterday. Let's do a big drama video today. Let's rip someone apart. Let's do some kind of big expose.
You've done that before numerous times, Phil. With Kino Casino, with everyone else, with fucking Stuttering Craig, LTG, all these things. You have done this numerous fucking times.
Let's just make, who cares who I hurt? As long as I print money today, that's all I care about.
Yes, that's what you do.
And that's never going to be me. I'm not that kind of person. So it's literally the opposite of what you're saying. The reason that it comes across the way that you're saying is because I have a peanut gallery of toxic losers who spin it that way because they're very jealous of me and they don't like me and they don't want me to succeed, so they have to push it.
So his fans giving him legit criticism equates to detractors because they're all detractors. You dare criticize this guy when he is asking for criticism and an explanation. So you give him an explanation, and that instantly turns you into a detractor that's somehow jealous of this moron for some fucking reason. Like, and I thought Trump had thin skin. This man has, like, such thin skin, it's translucent. He is see-through with how fucking thin his skin is. This is fucking insane.
As a negative narrative. I could easily have done all those other things to be above the level of, oh, gotta worry if a playthrough does well. I could have done all of them, and I would have lost my soul along the way. I wouldn't have had the passion.
You do not have a soul to begin with, Phil. You have never had, maybe when you were a little kid you had a soul, maybe. But you've lost your soul a long fucking time ago.
I've had the ingenuity, I wouldn't have had the honesty.
You don't have ingenuity anyway.
I would have had to kiss butt.
And when he had sponsored streams, he kissed their ass too. Like, you remember when he had like Loot Crate and shit? You remember when he got free games and he kissed the game's ass? Like, didn't he get Fallout 4 for free from Machinima, I'm pretty sure, too? He did the same thing he's accusing other people of doing. Same thing.
I mean, listen, right now, because Zangief just said this over in the kick chat, he's talking about the FGC stuff, right? Why is darksydephil the only person who has issue with rollback netcode? I'm not. I'm just the only person who has an audience who actually complains about the rollback netcode.
Yes, because the people in FGC, in the FGC currently, they don't have an audience at all. They don't have their own channels. They don't stream to other people.
I'm the only person who, like, now it's not an overly positive audience, but I still have an echo chamber. So when I say rollback netcode sucks, and the cannons literally ruined the capacity for online play for fun.
Well, I'm glad you're admitting that your own channel is your safe space and your echo chamber. I'm glad you were finally admitting that.
Fighting games because people are too ignorant to know rollback sucks. When I say that, it resonates with a huge group of people, but they're not the people who are in positions of power in the FGC. Get it? They're not. The people who are in the positions of power can't say rollback sucks because that means all the content they make is null and void and worthless. So they'll never admit it. But I can tell you right now,
What exactly does a position of power in the FGC even mean? Does that mean like people that are in the FGC that are actually good and actually won championships? Like Justin Wong? People that could kick your ass in any fighting game ever? Those people, Phil? But they're in positions of power and it's this huge secret society organization. They're the fucking Masonic Temple and shit over here, right? They're the Illuminati. The fighting game Illuminati over here, I guess. I don't fucking know.
There are people in the FGC who hate rollback just as much as me. They just don't have that soapbox to stand on for people to listen to them.
Yeah, because they'll get kicked out because it's a good old boys club and shit.
Let me tell you something. If you're playing a fighting game,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you all.
And then the round continues. So you hit them with a fireball, and the game says KO, but the round continues. So then you hit them with an uppercut, and finally they die on the third hit. That game is a piece of shit, and the net code is completely worthless.
And that's never happened, so...
There is not a single person in the fighting game community who will ever dispute that behind closed doors. But publicly, they will. But behind closed doors, they will all say, that is awful. They would all watch my match from the other day where I had to kill the person 3 fucking times to win the round and say, that's some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. Wow, that's just embarrassing.
I mean, I don't know what he's talking about.
Because I
haven't seen that.
A sellout or a shill. I am
able
to be honest with you.
Because he can't be. Remember, he can't be a sellout or a shill because no one will pay him money with all the baggage that comes with him that he created in the first place. He created all this excess baggage and all this excess fucking all of us. This whole fucking community of detractors all came from his bad behavior, his poor decisions, his negative, toxic behavior. All came from him. Him and his narcissism. Him and his fucking ego. All of that caused us. We're not here to shit on an innocent person who's struggling really hard and just needs the 1500th chance to make it big because he's been giving so many fucking chances and shit on it because he's such a toxic piece of shit.
You get it? That's why I stand apart. Why do you think I'm still here after 15 plus years? Well, others
because you have literally 1 to 3 big time supporters that are constantly giving you money. That's it, Phil. The fact that you've been online for 15 or 16 years doesn't mean diddly dick when the majority of your income and support comes from a very, very small handful of supporters that I can count on my one hand. That's it.
Have faded out into obscurity. Why do you think?
Because you refuse to be canceled. He's like anyone else with like even the tiniest shred of self-respect and humility would have basically faded from the internet and be like, okay, well, I think I did my own thing. I'm gonna go off now and get a real fucking job because I'm getting older and I actually need something for retirement and I don't want to fucking die on stream begging for money. Not Phil, though. Phil has no plans for retirement, no health insurance, I don't think. No retirement, no savings, nothing. He is going to be streaming on stream, begging for money until he's going to be Perry. He is literally going to become Perry Caravello, making a mockery of himself and like doing all these humiliating fucking stunts for money and being basically a fucking clown. That's who he's gonna become. And he's probably gonna have a fucking heart attack on stream one day.
Because I'm different. Because I have
He's never gonna actually be able to retire.
In line with all the other crap. I refuse to. So, will people stick around for Blueprints? Will you engage and support with Blueprints here in its final hours? We're nearing the end of the
why
game.
should they?
Someone actually said, does it have a definitive ending? It actually does. If you open all 8 doors and you solve the puzzles, you get the true ending of the game, from what I'm to understand. But we're getting there. We've solved one of them. We're solving more. You know, we're going to get to that eventually. But we have to figure it out. So, will people show up and stick around for today? Will you please support Blueprints so that we can hit the goals? We can actually get support.
Why should they? Why should they? You've given them nothing. No, you've given them no reason to donate to you for, Phil.
We could do rewards. Here's the thing I'm nervous about. All right.
Okay.
We have goals in line right now. All right. Like, for example, I wanted to hit our goal milestone by the end of the week. Because if we did it by the end of the week, we could do this DSP tries at Burger King or whatever.
Oh, remember, guys, the whole streak thing is not existent anymore. This whole fucking video came up because the streak ended, basically. And that's why we're doing all this bullshit.
And then we could, by the end of next week, hit 100 goals, and we could do a marathon. All right?
Yeah, the same boring marathon he always fucking does. I'm just going to shove food in my mouth again and again and again, and you guys are going to like it. There was another video I wanted to go over that was recent. No, these are the older ones. So was it one of the newer ones? This was. Oh yeah, this one. Supposedly he revealed that he has a Switch 2, which we all knew was going to happen, of course. Like, this is not a surprise to fucking anyone.
I really, really do. I need that
Let's
money.
get this. Like, this is not a surprise to anyone. We all fucking knew that he was either lying about the cancellation of the Switch 2, or that a dumbass dent of his was going to give him money, or that he was going to buy another one. Oh, Jesus. So this is not a surprise.
$100 goal marathon coming up will be a first-time event, the likes of which I have never done before. It's going to be a completely unique event. I'm very excited for it. I hope that you guys are too. Here we go. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the upcoming marathon is DSP's Rainbow Road Rush event. That is right. To coincide with the launch of the Switch 2 later this week, I will be receiving a Switch 2. I will be live unboxing the Switch 2.
Yeah, we all figured you would be. Like, everyone knew he was going to fucking get a fucking Switch 2. This is not a surprise at all.
Up the Switch 2, testing it, and then I'll be playing Mario Kart World on release day, and we're going to be doing a marathon event that day where my goal is to get through all of the basic stages of the game and unlock the new version of Rainbow Road. It is an actual challenge event where I'm...
Wait. So he was just... Hold on a second. The last video we just watched, that was the majority of the stream so far, he was bitching about not wanting to rush all the content in the game. Different game, but still. Now, he's like, oh, the big 100 fucking goal thing is I'm gonna rush all the content in this new game. Okay, does that make any sense? He was saying before he was bitching and complaining about not wanting to rush the content of this game, and then you got a brand new game over here, and I'm gonna rush through all the content of this game over here. Hello? What? Like... So yeah, I guess he's just gonna rush through the entire fucking content of the game, and yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
I'm challenging myself to do so well in the game over the course of the day that we get to see the...
But are you gonna play online or are you gonna play offline, Phil? That's the real question.
Final stage of the game. So it's going to be a coinciding event of the release of a new console,
coinciding event,
hooking it up live together, and playing through all the stages.
God, his console unboxings are so bad. Like, they just show how incompetent he is at everything he tries to fucking do, too.
Stages of the game. But at the same time, it's the same rules as a standard marathon. For every $100 that I receive, I'm going to be taking a shot. So I have to play.
How is that a reward? You were going to do that anyway. Correct. He was going to do this shit anyway. This is not an extra special thing that he's doing for his fans. He was going to do this shit anyway. He was going to unbox this fucking Switch 2 on release date anyway, because we all knew that he was going to fucking get a Switch 2 somehow. We all knew this. This is not anything new.
Mario Kart World on release day.
I kind of hope he bricks it, though. That would be fucking hilarious.
Inebriated, trying to unlock all the stages and get to Rainbow.
Oh, right. My bad. So just an excuse for him to get drunk again. Okay. Because he's been drinking on his streams more and more lately. You notice that? Like, obviously, he's still a huge fucking alcoholic, and he's just looking for fucking excuses to drink more on stream. Just a fucking excuse so he can drink even more. Because he's a fucking full-blown alcoholic and drinking a ton offline. It's probably gonna fucking need liver dialysis or some shit soon.
Rainbow Road. How cool is that?
Not very cool, to be honest, because you were already gonna do this shit anyway, so...
Never have I ever done a challenge event like this before. Never have I.
Yeah, you have. You did the whole Mega Man challenge thing, Phil. I'm pretty sure it's Mega Man. Yeah, because he did a whole challenge thing where he was trying to beat all of it in one sitting, I'm pretty sure. Ain't that the same fucking thing?
I had been drinking playing Mario Kart.
Oh, it's
and
different
never
because
have we
he's
done a
drinking.
launch day marathon like this. So it's actually
You were gonna do the launch day shit anyway. This is so lazy. This is so lazy.
3 firsts in one. How cool is that?
How are you this terrible at streaming? That's what I want to fucking know.
All right. Rainbow Road Rush. Rainbow Road Rush. This coming Thursday.
The triple R's, because he's just that retarded. We need 3 different R's for it.
June 5th. All right. So what do you guys think? That was the wrong button. What do you guys think? Hit me with your questions. If anyone has questions about it, I'm willing to answer them. Dapian says, well, if we don't hit 3 goals by Thursday, I'll slap someone. Exactly. We are absolutely going to be hitting the goals. Like, there's no way we're not going to hit 3 more goals by...
He would fake tip himself. He would fake tip himself to make sure he hits the goals in time for the launch. Don't worry about that. He's been fake tipping himself a lot lately, so that's not anything new.
Thursday. It's just not going to happen, right? We're definitely going to hit more goals by Thursday. So, it's going to...
Yes, you have. This is exactly. This person says it's exactly like the Mega Man Marathon. Thank you.
Unlock no matter what. Okay?
It is shit. It's such a shitty ass cash in, low effort, bare fucking minimum goal, quote unquote. Like, yeah, all these people have given you so much fucking money, and this is how you repay them? With such a lazy fucking milk toast goal like this, you were gonna do this shit anyway. So it just retrofitted a stream that he was going to do anyway into a quote unquote event and an excuse so he can drink money. Or so he can drink more on stream, I mean.
Okay, some more shout-outs. Blue DSP Prince gifted another sub on Kick. That's now 3, which means we're up to 1622, which means we're almost at another goal. The Content Lasagna, a member on YouTube, celebrating their 1 month as a member, says, suffer Detractor scum, DSP Rainbow Road Marathon. That's right, Rainbow Road Rush on launch day. Now, there's a couple things I do need to address about it, though, because there's going to...
Why, you mean to tell me he's playing one of the 2 launch titles for the Switch 2 on launch day? Oh my goodness, color me surprised and shocked. And he's using it as an excuse to get drunk? What?
To be some concerns and questions, I'm sure. I just received a $10 tip from Tarantula MS, who says, hey, Phil, what's going on, Tarantula?
You should
How
speed
you
this
doing?
up a little bit now. Nope, that's not the right thing.
Excellent, thank
The
you,
hell's a
Tarantula.
sleep timer?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to try more classes in Elden Ring Night Rain. I actually read up on Night Rain overnight, for people know about it, so I know a few...
Oh, so he did the thing that he bitches other people about doing. Because remember, when it comes to fighting games, he was bitching and complaining about people going on YouTube and seeing a play style for a character in a fighting game, and then recreating that same play style, basically trying to gatekeep people from playing fighting games. But he did the same shit on Elden Ring, and it's okay when he does that. But if you do that same thing for a fighting game, that's not okay. That's not allowed, and you're a scrub if you do that. Even though he himself has done that numerous times with Street Fighter 6 when it first came out. Well, we're going to ignore that part.
More basic things about the game that'll help me today. This is the kind of game that you really do need to read up on. Like, you need to know certain...
Not Street Fighter 6, though. Just this game. Okay.
Things about how it works. Okay, so here we go. Well, I've been wearing a Mario Kart themed outfit that day. Well, I don't have a full outfit, but I do have various Nintendo shirts and things that I will probably be wearing and switching during the course of the day.
Wow, what a reward.
I might have been struggling for the marathon on Thursday without big support from Thomas today, says Helix Nebula. Well, you're right, but here's the truth, okay? I was going to do it anyway. Much like with my birthday marathon.
No shit. No shit. Like, I'm surprised he just admitted it, though. I mean, it's obvious he was going to do this shit regardless, no matter what on launch day. But like to admit that, hey, this huge 100 fucking goals hit fucking goal celebration thing, I was gonna fucking do no matter what anyway. It's such a fucking shitty thing to do as a reward.
I said, oh, it's my birthday, I'm going to do a marathon. I was going to do a marathon for it anyway. It wasn't actually going to be tied to hitting the goals. Okay, so just to be transparent here.
So there is no real reward, and you all got scammed. Congratulations.
It has nothing to do really with the 100 goals, even though it kind of coincides with hitting 100 goals. It really wasn't going to be that. All right, it was going to be, we're doing it on Thursday for the launch of Switch 2.
Yeah, get fucked.
Okay. Iron Man the Power says, for the marathon, will I be switching and trying out characters like you play Mario first then Switch? Yes. What I'm going to do, I have to play, remember.
He's going to monetize it. Well, if you guys give me $100, you get to choose the fucking character that I will play as next, okay? Guarantee you he's going to say that. I will bet money that he's going to say that, like, if you guys give me money, I will, and you get to pick which character I use next. How much you want to bet he's going to say that?
If this works like the other Mario Kart games, you have to play through all the circuits, okay? And you have to get to the end and unlock the final stages. Like, usually they're locked, but behind the previous circuits.
Plus, ain't this game, like, open world, too? So, like, I don't know if that's going to work out the same way.
So I'm going to, first circuit, probably like Big Mario, and pick the standard cart. And then as I play more, you unlock, right? You unlock the next cart, you unlock. So that's what I'm going to do. Pick another character, swap. So it's you're going to see big variety that day. You're going to see a bunch of characters, a bunch of carts. You're going to see all the tracks unlocked and played at least once, and culminating with the end of the day, hopefully we get Rainbow Road. Now, there's a few X factors in here that I need to explain. Okay, what's the first X factor? Well, here's the truth. No one knows when their Switch 2s are arriving. Okay, currently only very few people have the Switch 2, and those people either got it through underhanded means or they got lucky and it got mailed to them early from their pre-orders. I don't have mine yet. Mine is guaranteed to be here on Thursday, but I don't know when. No one does. Some people might get it early in the morning.
I know when I'm getting mine, Phil, because GameStop is doing a midnight release for it. So I'm actually getting mine Wednesday nights, probably around 11 or midnight. I'm getting my Nintendo Switch 2. Because I didn't order it online. I actually just went to the store and fucking picked it up the next day. Or pre-ordered it the next day, I mean.
Some people might not get it to the end of the day. I'm hoping that's not the case with me. In fact, to be honest, I hope I get lucky, and I hope they send it early, because if you're not aware, Nintendo has locked the Switch 2 until launch day. Anyone who gets it early cannot actually play a game on it.
Which is kind of dystopian as fuck, isn't it? Like, you paid a company money for this high-tech equipment, this technological equipment that you want to use. But the company's like, oh, you can't actually use that until this specific day. How dystopian is that shit? Like, no, bitch, if I bought it and I have it in my hand, I should be able to use it whenever the fuck I want. Oh, but they're locking it, so you can only use it at this time.
Because it requires a day one patch to actually operate properly, and no one can get the patch yet. People who got their Switch 2s early hooked it up, and it said, nope, can't get it until it's actually hooked up.
Yeah, it's
so
a little
you can't
fucked
play
up.
it yet anyway, okay? So, I need to see when it arrives. When it arrives, we're going to live unbox it, hook it up, set it up, get it charged and working. That's another thing. I've already bought a couple peripherals for it, and they're already here. So we're going to actually be live testing a couple of peripherals for the Switch 2 as well on that day. Then, once we get through the initial setup, the peripherals, the charging, then we're going to get Mario Kart World, and we're going to start playing it. And the challenge is to get through it all that day, beat every stage once.
I wonder what peripherals he wasted his money on, to be honest. The only peripheral I bought along with it, the only accessory I bought, was a screen protector. Because I really wanted a screen protector, and I really wanted to get the 1 terabyte micro SD card, but they were all sold out. Because I didn't think ahead to pre-order a memory card for it. Because I thought, oh well, like, to be honest, there's only like a small handful of games that are being launched for it, so I'm not going to need micro SD card immediately right away, because there's only like 2 or 3 games that are launching with it right away, you know. So I'm like, do I really need it? But I didn't realize it was also going to sell out, so I kind of regret not pre-ordering a micro SD card for it right away. I'll get it eventually afterwards. It's fine. I don't need it right away. But I did want to get the screen protector right away for it though. So that's in the mail on the way. Because I pre-ordered that. So
once, use various characters, cards. Of course, like I said, for every $100 of support, I'll be drinking. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be buzzed while we're trying to play Mario Kart, which is gonna be interesting as hell. I don't know how it's gonna go.
just another excuse for him to get wasted because he's an alcoholic.
Pretty cool.
Alcoholic.
So that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. This Thursday is gonna be super epic. But the real problem is I don't know when I'm gonna get it. If it shows up in the morning, this is like amazing. What if it doesn't show up till 4 in the afternoon? There's nothing I can do about that.
I hope so. I hope it takes forever for it to show up. I really do. That'll be hilarious.
So if it shows up late, we have to wait. We'll hang out. We'll do other stuff.
Are you going to tell us how you got it, Phil? I mean, we all know either he probably paid for what. I guarantee you what happened was he was lying about the whole thing being canceled, and only one of his orders was canceled, and the other one, because he originally pre-ordered 2 of them, right? He pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch 2 with the bundle, and then he pre-ordered the base Nintendo Switch 2. And I guarantee you what happened was they only canceled the base Switch 2, and he still was able to have the same pre-order for it. So they only one of them was canceled, and not both of them. And likely Walmart canceled it themselves, not a Detractor. But he used that as an excuse to try to drum up support and sympathy for himself. So really, Walmart fucking canceled it themselves, and he only got the one. Boo-hoo. But that's basically what happened.
A marathon will just be
waiting. But he will lie and claim that, a fan donated it to me, when really it wasn't.
To arrive, and then I'm going to do my damnedest to get through it and get to Rainbow Road, but if we can't get it, we can't get it. And that's okay. If it needs to carry over, we can do that. Like, let's say it doesn't show up till 4 p.m. We don't actually get to start playing Mario Kart till like 5:30. Well, then we'll play it for 3-4 hours, and then we'll just play it again the next day. Okay? Exactly. I don't drive a FedEx truck. I don't know how UPS delivered. I don't know who's even delivering this thing. So I have no clue what's going to happen. You know, I don't know when it's showing up. See, I could. AMS says, could you use your old Switch to play Mario Kart 8? I could, but I'd have to buy it. Because I don't have it on there. King Ferb says, you can maybe... Oh, that's a good point. He says, so this week coming up, okay, I'm going to play American Truck Simulator. And I think we're doing that. Is it Monday night? I think so. If we hit the goal on Monday night, the support goal, I've committed to buying a wheel and pedal setup for the PC. So maybe I could order it, and if it comes quick enough, maybe while we're waiting for Mario Kart to show up, we could be doing Truck Sim with the wheel. Yeah, that's true, too. I didn't even think about that.
Well, you got to fix up the $1,600. You can use some of that money.
Yeah. Davian said,
all right, so that's that one. And then where's the other one? Was it this one? Yeah, that one, too.
Gameplay. How are you guys doing? What's on your mind? How are you this lovely morning? Yes. Yes. Applause.
Why is he just
applause as I have appeared to grace you with my presence. That's correct. You need the intro? No intro. It's not the podcast. We can't have the intro.
But you're still gonna
excuse me.
drag it out like it is the podcast, though, aren't you, Phil?
Yes. Definitely looking forward to checking out other classes. I liked the, I forgot what it's called. Starts with an E, right? Whatever the class I used last night, which is the hybrid parrying beast transformation class. That was fun, but I definitely want to try other ones. No, my allergies are still going. I still have the drip. I still have the throat. Whenever this happens,
you don't have the drip
to finally like clear out of my system and go away. The pollen has started going crazy outside this week,
pollen.
Particularly. So it's going to be a pain. It is. But there's nothing I can do. I'll tough through it. I'll be fine.
Oh, you poor baby.
I'm streaming all the way through 4 p.m. We'll start gameplay by noon, and then through 4 p.m. I'm going to take one break. Basically, what I'll do is I'll do like 2 runs. Then I'll take a break. Then I'll come back and probably do another 2 runs, and we'll see how it goes.
And like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't like Dark Souls games to begin with. They're not really my cup of tea. But then on top of that, it's like, Elden Ring is like, where was it? Night Rain. It's like, it's just basically a 4v everyone kind of thing. It's like, it's just like a roguelike, meh. And it's really boring, especially when he plays it. It's so boring. Well, every game he plays, he makes look boring, though, so, I mean.
Well, the one tap mute can be used if something is coming up I know about. Like right now, if I feel like I'm about to clear my throat, I can go just like that. Problem is I can't use that when I'm playing the game because I have my hands on the controller. I can't do it, okay?
Why don't you use mouse and keyboard instead, Phil?
Be a mage today? I might. I want to start with that raider class because that looked new and that was not in the network test. And it looks interesting. I'm going to try that first. Maybe then we'll do recluse, which I believe is the magic class. And Real Roy, how are you doing? Yeah, right. Roy says, Nyrane is a breath of fresh air creative game. It's an asset flip. It's 100% an asset flip. All they did is they took assets from Elden Ring, primarily, and a couple other FromSoft games, and they just crammed them all together with the formula of, say, Fortnite-style Battle Royale ring, but also Apex Legends because it's team-based. It's one of the most unoriginal formulas I've ever seen in a game. It doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just saying this is obviously they bit off of everyone else to make their own spin-off game for profits. This is not anything original. Okay, let's take a look here. We're already getting some support. Thank you to those who are. I haven't even said a word about it. I appreciate that. So, okay, our first support of the day. Blue DS Prince has gifted a sub on Kick. Thank you so much, Blue DS Prince. Let's get that up on the leaderboard.
I think it's supposed to be Blued Prince, not Blue DS. I don't know.
Thank you, thank you. And
Oh yeah, here comes the cringe. Are you guys welcome for the cringe? The fake ass tips is here. The champ is here. This is gonna be so fucking cringe. So fucking cringe. And like, I'm sorry, but I highly, highly doubt that this is a real ass fucking tip. And you can kind of tell just by how much he plays it up and this fake ass reaction, just how fake it is. Like, right? Like if this was a genuine tip, I don't think he would be acting as cringy as he is. Like, he would be excited, sure, but you can tell he's acting here. This is not a legitimate reaction, I don't think. But let me know what you guys think. I don't think it's real, obviously. And just based on how cringy and how over the top and bad acting this reaction is, it just doesn't seem real because of that to me.
holy shit. Folks, you're never going to believe it.
You're right. I don't believe it. And you could probably, he could censor it to the point where he could show that it was proof that someone else gifted the sub to it or the money to him. You could censor out the name and the private information and show it on PayPal. But he's not going to because it's fake.
You will never believe this.
Cringe.
I don't believe this, but it's real. Okay? Are you ready for this? You will never believe this. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? No, I'm warning you. Okay, everyone, sit back, relax. Be sure you have your pants firmly fastened. Be sure you're in a...
Wait, what the hell was that?
Are you ready for this? No, I'm...
Hold on a second. What the hell was that hand gesture there, Phil?
warning you. You need... Okay,
Hold on, wait
everyone,
1 second.
sit back. Relax. Be sure you have your pants firmly fastened.
Wait, what's the right button for it? It's been a while. Oh, he's jerking it all right. Look at him jerking. He's jerking. Like, what the hell is this motion, Phil? What is that? Are you jerking on stream again? What the hell? Like, that's not how you fasten pants, Phil.
Be sure you're in a safe space. Make sure there's no sharp or dangerous objects around you.
Oh my god,
Okay?
so cringy.
You ready for this? I have just received.
I have received a fake ass tip.
This is not me kidding. This is not something crazy or planned. I had no idea this was about to happen.
The fact that he says that, the fact he has to say that, coupled with this bad acting that he's doing here, come on.
I have just received a $1,600 tip. What the hell? I'm not kidding. I just received a $1,600 tip.
Nice fake tip,
And
bro.
it's from a longtime viewer and fan who I know from over the years.
Who is
It's
it
not
then?
anyone you guys know
see.
because this is someone.
Oh, okay. It's a longtime fan I've known over the years, but none of you guys know who this person is. It's not OIC. It's not anyone you guys know. AKA, it's me, because I'm a fan of myself. I'm a huge fan of myself, so it's a longtime fan of me. It's me, Ree.
Who has been a friend of mine. Well, I say a friend, but you know what I mean. It's someone who's watched.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Because you're also me, friend. And I'm my old friend.
My
What
content
the
for many,
fuck?
many years. And actually, I've had some correspondence with over the years on and off. A longtime supporter, one of this person, no exaggeration.
Who I won't tell you who it is.
Every step of the way, when I've done a new initiative or did something new, they were one of the
But you're not doing anything new or initiative right now, Phil. What is that?
first people to jump in and support it, no matter what it was. Okay? Like, no exaggeration. So this is actually one of my biggest fans of all time.
Okay, so who is it then,
They
bitch?
just sent me this. They said, yes, this is legit. Thank you so much. They actually had sent me an email the other day, and I read it and responded to it. And they just wanted to say, thank you for reading my email the other day. This is a follow-up. Today is my 16th year following you. So here's $100 for each year, and thank you for all of the years of entertainment. Wow. Jeez.
Wow.
Thank you so very, 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 very much. This is the biggest contribution, single contribution in like 8
Because it's fake.
years or 7 years. I think the last time I did receive a $2,000 tip once, a very long time ago.
Very long time ago.
This is insane. A $1,600 tip. What animation do you play for that? I guess you play the 100. I don't have anything bigger than 100.
Wow, that's the only reward you get for a shitty ass tip. Or for that tip. Well, it's not a real tip anyway, but still.
Actually, do
This
I?
is cringe.
Maybe I do. Hold on. Oh, I do. I have a $150 animation. Here we go. Wait a minute. I have a $200 animation. That's the same as the $150 animation. There we go. So,
Wow, that's so lazy. So, like, there's no difference between the 200 and the 150? Like, that's incredibly lazy.
wow. Thank you so much to the longtime fan and viewer. Obviously, they're going to remain anonymous.
Obviously, they're going to remain anonymous because they don't exist.
For a very good reason. That is absolutely insane.
And I guarantee you, during the same stream, he begged more and more anyway. He still begged after getting $1,600, supposedly, allegedly. After getting $1,600, I guarantee you, he still begged throughout that stream. Even that's not enough to get him to shut the fuck up.
And like I said, this person has
This
been
person.
a viewer of mine for so long. 1,000,000%. I know I can trust it. It's legit. Now, the thing is, we have to do some math. That's what, 10 goals?
Gotta do some math.
Yeah. That's 10 goals. It's not 11. 11 would be 1650. We just hit 10 goals. So we are now at 97 out of 100 goals. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, then.
This is
So,
so
folks, this means a million
cringy.
things. This means today we're doing DSP
So
Tries
fake.
It, Burger King's How to Train Your Dragon
fake.
Meal. We're doing it right after this gameplay stream ends. Okay?
Yay, the reward they get for spending $1,600 allegedly is to watch him stuff his fat ass face with the same old Whopper that they always have. Congratulations, you played yourself. Like, can you imagine if that actually was a real tip? What a waste of fucking money. That's like throwing your money in a black hole, because it's not going to anything worthwhile. He's going to just re-spend that money on Hogan's and WWE Champions pulls anyway. But of course it's not a real. There's no way. Like, maybe if he actually said who it was that did it, but the way he built it up and long-time fan that throughout the year, bullshit.
It also means
Such a fake ass
that we are 3 goals away from locking into the reward marathon, which I'm about to announce.
This couples pretty well along with the whole Switch 2 thing. He wanted the Switch because he knew he was going to do the Switch 2 unboxing no matter what when the Switch 2 came out. And he was doubtful that it was going, like, he knew it wasn't going to be 100 goals hit in time for the Switch 2 launch to come out. So he did this fake ass tip in order to make it seem like that it was going to coincide with the 100 goals hit by that point. Because he wanted to make sure that it was the 100 goal celebration bullshit thingy that coincided with the Switch 2 unboxing launch thing, right? So he fake tips himself in order to push it close to the edge to where he knows for sure that he's going to hit the 100 goal hit thing by the time the Switch 2 comes out. That's what that is.
I'm literally about to announce it on this stream, okay? Cool. Fire7672 just gifted a sub. Thank you, Fire, for the gifted sub. And I just received a $2 tip. Shave the beard, let's go. No, we're not shaving the beard. I told you, that was a one-time offer like a month ago, and no one jumped on it, so you missed out on that one. You could have had me. What? You snoop.
I mean, you barely have any hair on your face as it is, though, Phil. Like, look at how patchy that is. It doesn't take a genius to imagine what you look like fully shaven. Not to mention the quality of your camera isn't all that great anyway, so who cares? Like, it's not that big a deal. It's very easy to see what it looks you look like.
Blue DS Prince just gifted another sub. Thank you, Blue DS Prince. That's 2 for today. Wow.
Wow.
Can't see. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Blue DS Prince. Well, folks, suffice it to say, I don't think I need to be bringing up income today. I'll say every once in a while, I'll say, hey, if you want to support the stream,
yeah, so you'll still beg.
I don't think I'll be bringing it up.
You'll still beg, yep.
I don't think I have to. Wow. Again, thank you to the long-time fan. You are amazing. I mean, 16 years you've been watching my stuff. That's a long time. And you know the ups and downs I've been through. You know the changes I've made to my content over the years. To know that someone has been watching me pretty much since the very beginning.
This is such bullshit.
Is still watching
if you can't
today,
name the person.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
Okay.
Or it's his parents. It might be his parents, possibly. And that's why he's not naming.
We have a wager on Kick.
But...
You have to wager really quickly. People are wagering. Is my marathon idea going to be something totally new or the closet cleaning idea? Remember the closet festival?
It's worse than that. It's worse than the closet cleaning stream. Honestly, the closet cleaning stream ideal is a much better ideal than doing something you were already going to do no matter what anyway. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'll let that run out because people are now wagering. I'll let you wager first, and then I'll make the announcement of what the marathon will be. Okay?
okay. It's so so fucking
Okay.
fake. So he's just going to sit there and not do anything then, huh? Hello? Philip? Are you going to say anything? Oh, it's over with anyway for that.
Yes, Rich, we're doing the Burger King meal today. We are.
Cringe. What's this for you? What's this one? I'm not watching a 30-minute one. Nope. Actually, I think I'm gonna call it quits there, honestly. I knew this wasn't gonna be a huge long stream no matter what anyway. And I'm sorry, I didn't really expect to have the first 30-minute video take me a fucking hour and a half to go through. I didn't expect myself to have to stop that video every 5 seconds. But it was just so outrageous. Truly, truly outrageous. But yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be able to get through all this shit anyway, unfortunately. It's just so much clown world, so much fucking insanity, so much tomfoolery afoot, so much fake tipping, so much craziness, so much delusions of grandeur and narcissism to dig through. It's insanity, to be honest. But I'm gonna call it quits here. Hopefully my next stream won't be that long compared to how long it has been. Maybe next week, hopefully I'll be able to do another short one or something. But I'll see you guys all later. Hope you have a good one.